Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. In our previous video, we completed all our requirement for the vendor information here, except the address information, name, street, postal, they were left blank. Now they are filling. So what we have done, we can show you step by step. So first of all, we remove everything in the this vendor master information. Okay, we remove everything so that you can see all this happening and how was the code logic. So this is the code logic which we have used, and we will put each time when it is we put a break in here so that each time when it uh, enters information, you get a break, right? So that the code is this is the breakpoint for the code, and then you can see it happening. Okay, so how does it update the vendor information, right? So we take you to our initial screen. This is a these are the selection parameter. We want the 3 years activity for vendor line items, and we explain you the code as well. So we make sure that we have logged on to SAP, yes, and all we need to do is click execute. Yeah, so it is going to take you uh, to the report, download it, and complete the cycle. It means for each year, it is actually downloading all the data and gathering it into a table in Excel. And at the same time, it is building a vendor master information table, right? So this is where it has encountered the breakpoint. Okay, so we so this is the breakpoint. Okay, so it has updated. If you can see, we removed. You remember we removed it, and it has put all the information into it, right, properly. The name is coming in the name column. The street is coming in the street column. Postal codes are properly located, right thing in the right place, and yeah. When we have the accounting clerk information, then they are there. Otherwise, company code is entered, right? So let's proceed to the next record when it does it. So let's proceed, and it is now doing the next record. It has done the next record, and let's see. Yeah, now you have the second record. Yeah, and you have the accounting clerk information as well retrieved from the database, and this way it is proceeding, right? Okay, so each time what it does, it is it as soon as it encounters a vendor information, it sees if it is already there, then it leaves it, otherwise it adds it. So it is adding a new vendor information, and once it is added, it proceed back and proceed to put all these line items with the vendor master report only. So there is no point that we add all the other information other than the vendor master code, vendor code. Other than vendor code is not required in this table. This can be provided. So we have a link information, a subset, a subsystem for the vendor information is made, and we have this code. Whenever we need additional information about the vendor, this is going to be looked up, and it will bring it. So that's right. So this the advantage of doing this is that this makes your main table in which all the figures are there. It makes it short. It is not unnecessarily enlarged, and the size remains concise, right? So this is the advantage of keeping a vendor information separate from the main table, right? So let's proceed to the next vendor. So it is not going to get to the next vendor, right? So the next vendor is 17002. It must have added in here. Yeah, 17002 has been added, and you have this information, right? So uh, let's go in the next vendor. We show you what exactly the code which takes care of it, right? Each time the logic is that each time it encounters vendor, so it picks up the vendor, looks it up into the vendor information, right, in the code, right? So let's take it one by one. What does it do? So we press F8 here, and when we press F8, so this will take you to here. Since your code is already, vendor code is already there, so it is going to bring, the code in front of each line item, right? As soon as it encounters a line item, it puts the code. That's right. Okay, it's right. And now it is reaching. It will sense that you have a new vendor. So this is the point where it will sense that it is having a new vendor code. So that vendor code is stored in a variable that is vendor. Right? Okay. Now it will check that how many characters does it need to be taken from using the left of this string. So this will bring the appropriate number of characters extracted for the vendor codes. That's it. Okay? So this is the way it is. Uh, extracting the 9 characters from the left of the vendor, and that is the vendor. Now, since this is there, so now it is initializing all the variables which it requires, and then it will uh, write down. It will get all the company code information, clerk information, and so on, right? And then it is going to update the vendor information table, right? So let's proceed. Press F8, press F8, press F8. So by this time, it has got all the information for the newly selected. So this is 110, and the clerk is blank for the moment. Okay, and in the end, it will put some more information. So it has checked if the code is already looked up. So it does not do anything since this code already exists. So no need to do any vendor updation. So it will proceed to the next. Only it will put the vendor in vendor code in front of the line item. Right now, it will initialize a new vendor. It will sense that it has got a new vendor, and new vendor is the new vendor. This is the new vendor, right? Now it is going to check if this is already entered into this is the VLOOKUP function, and through which so if it is blank, it means it is already entered. If it is not blank, then it will go to the else condition and start adding the information into the vendor information, right? So first few things are very easy. Means that is the first thing is the vendor code, the other thing is the vendor name and clerk information. Like here, it is vendor and company code and clerk information, and then it will get all the address information which contains the name and or the street and postal code and city and country, right? So these all are done using this information. And in the end, when we click yes, so this is updated, and you will see that 173 0006 is added rightly into the vendor information table, right? So this how it is updating it, and we have shown you the code. The code technical information is in the functions which we are being used is the string functions like left, mid and left is being that takes a certain part of the desired part of the string is extracted from another string through mid, and left is of course the left few characters. How many characters, that is determined by in string. In string is a function which tells a certain character position which you are searching within a other string. So you are searching a space in the address. As soon as the space comes, means that is where it is starting the information. Okay, so in string is the it will come up with a certain number 6 means and you are using it in left, so left 6 characters from the left from the address are picked in address 3, and if address 3 is name, then the first offset column offset is 1. Uh, if the address 3 is street, then in the second column offset. If it is postal code, then third, and if it is city, then fourth. Otherwise, and yeah, and if it is 5, then it is region. Otherwise, it is 6, right? So this way, this is the code logic. This is the algorithm which we have used to update the vendor information, right? Let's remove this breakpoint so that we see it happening. Right, it completes it all without a break, any break. So it will, as soon as it reaches to the last row, all the vendor information are also uh, added. Any new vendor, if it encounters, it will be added. Otherwise, the things which have already been entered, so it will not do anything with respect to the vendor information. So the process is complete, and you have now a vendor table ready, having this. So the same thing you can do by updating into some external table like Microsoft Access or SQL Server. These you, instead of using this updation in a in an Excel sheet, you can also do it in SQL Server or in other databases like Microsoft Access, etc. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching.